Contentment is
really just about, like, what is contentment? Do you ever find it? It kind of being this untangible thing that you try and achieve, and then just realizing that it's kind of right here, and it's where you are already, if you just let yourself believe in that, you know?
I feel like it's our feel-good banger that everyone can dance to.
It seems to get the crowd moving.
I remember the first time we played Contentment and how elated the crowd was.
That was the song that everyone was like, okay, that's the song, that's the single. They would come up and say, what's that song? That's the song.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, coming to you from Seattle's historic Central Saloon, get moving and dancing with Rub. Welcome to Band in Seattle, live from the historic Central Saloon.
My favorite show was the first song that we wrote together. We originally called it Bob's Song because Bob, our drummer, came to audition that day, and he was just warming up, playing a beat, and we all just played along, and that Princella started writing lyrics, and boom, song done.
I started playing something, thinking I was playing something that they had already written, like I was just playing a beat, but I thought I was playing to something that they had already made up, and we were just jamming on this thing, and then after it was over, I was like, that's a pretty good song, like, what's that song called? And they're like, oh, we just made it up just now.
And I literally wrote it about sound checking, and it was our warm-up song that we would play, and it was just way too good. I felt like it was just kind of a disservice to the song to use it as a sound check song, so I rewrote it to At My Favorite Show, and now it gets to be on the album and live with the rest of them.
I feel so alive. I'm high from all your vibes. I'm at my favorite show. I feel so alive. I'm high from all your
It was a decision to end Trick Candles and start Rub.
Malia and Sean joined right at the end, the tail end of Trick Candles. All four of us together decided to disband and start Rub over together.
During lockdown, certain members fell off of Trick Candles and we gained new members.
Trick Candles had been a band for quite a while, and I kind of personally felt like we were getting boxed in to a certain genre, to kind of this 80s thing, and I always felt like we were a little bit more than that, but it just seemed like we kept getting the kind of the same shows booked, and I just decided let's shake it up and let's break it down and build it back up and start over.
Trick Candles and Rub are really similar in that they're both like fun synth pop, synth rock, dance music, and I think we have just become maybe a little more thoughtful. It's not like just party music, although it still is fun and dancey and all of those things. Princell is like putting different efforts into it lyrically.
My heart would break in two. So here I walk away and leave it all for you to do. Dig your closet, hold on tight is the only way you know. But how about you? Pay attention to the ones who help you so.
Breakin' 2 is a good one. It sounds like a breakup song, but it's actually a breaking up with a job song. You know, so it's funny because I think that other people would hear it, and even if you read the lyrics, it sounds like a breakup with a person, but it is a breakup with a job, and I'm a big believer in if it's not right for you, you leave and find something else.
Breaking 2, I feel like lyrically, Princella is able to weave in and out a story of what it's like to break yourself from disappointment from a situation or from another human. The fact that she's able to write in a way that will incorporate these different issues is, again, a testament to her lyrical ability.
Even if I was to stay, you'll disappoint like you always do. I fell for your lies for the last time. Think of how you put me through. I know if I stayed around, my heart would break in two. So here I walk away and leave it all for you to do. I know if I was to stay, you'll disappoint like you always do. I fell for your lies for the last time. Think of all you put me through. And even if I stick around, my heart would break in two. So now I walk away and leave it all for you to do.
When we return, find out more about Rub.
Hey, but I see you got a new girlfriend. Hello, hello. Sitting back with your head real low, like oh no, oh no.
I Am Gold was originally a Trick Candles song.
And Sean ended up kind of reworking the music and doing a demo and sent it to us, and we were like, that's it, let's do it.
I take a little bit of pride in this one because we have been wanting to redo it for a while. And I remember I just raised my hand up and was like, I have a couple of ideas. And so I demoed it out for a few weeks and sent a few like little ideas out to the band and tried to see what they thought. And we got to a point where it was like, oh, this is really cool.
Why do things have to be with between us? I don't know. Seems to me you think I can't go on without you. Come on, come on. Do you really think I don't know my worth? I'm below, I'm below, I'm below. Oh,
super fun, and she has an amazing voice. She writes really thoughtful lyrics, and she's just like a great time to hang out with. I love having her in my court. She always has my back.
I really appreciate her ability to step out of the kind of a lyrical box I feel like Seattle musicians can be put in.
Just her enthusiasm for the project and wanting to do something with it is really infectious. As a performer, she's amazing on stage. She has insane charisma and stage presence. Obviously, she's been doing it a long time, and it's just like amazing to have a front person like that, you know? I don't think I've ever played with anyone who's quite like that.
I'm really impressed with Princella's songwriting, the lyrics that she comes up, the melodies that she comes up with. She's really worked on her voice, and it's her voice is unique, and I love it, and I love her. So.
Bob is one of the nicest people in the world. When we were trying to look for a drummer, he's actually the only person that I reached out to and asked him to audition.
Princella and I always kind of joke that he's kind of like a drum machine. He is very much someone that is on it 100% of the time.
His enthusiasm is what got me. It's really danceable drum beats. That's my impression of Bob, but just his whole body, you can tell that there's nothing else that he's thinking about but hitting the crap out of those drums, and I love it.
Malia's amazing. She's a great keyboard player.
She plays bass and keyboard and drums in different bands as well. I'm really impressed with her talent and her beautiful singing voice.
Malia has an energy that's very infectious. It's really hard to come into a practice or come into a show and not be in a good mood. And also the subtle things that she adds to the music as well.
Her keyboard parts are amazing, and she's just a great person to be around. So, like, we're all really good friends, which is huge because, you know, it's hard to have 6 people together and actually like each other.
Keep up with the vibes today. Keep going strong. Keep moving on. Keep up with the vibes today. You've got it, don't delay. He said I'm a little grown now.
Robbie is one of the few guitar players you'll ever have to tell to turn up. He is very sensitive to the music and makes sure that every song is given its due attention.
Robbie obviously shreds the guitar. Him and Princella both do a lot of like the behind the scenes stuff in our band. Robbie's like amazing at everything he does.
Robbie, so we're actually married. We got married this year, just a couple months ago, but we've been together for quite a long time. We've been playing in bands together for, you know, a decade. He's great. He's my musical partner, and I couldn't do it without him.
Keep up with the vibes today. Keep going strong. Keep moving on. Keep up with the vibes today. You've got it, don't delay.
After the break, discover more about Rub.
is one of the most incredible musicians, period, whether it's bass or guitar.
He just like rips the bass.
I think he probably just picked up an instrument and immediately was like, scroodle-a-doot on it, you know what I mean?
He's an incredible musician. Like, I don't know, they say he's an even better guitarist than bass player, but he has to be like the best bass player in town. So like, he makes you sound better, you know what I mean? Like, he makes me sound like I'm a better drummer than I actually am. That's how good he is.
Open up your eyes. I'm trying to connect with you.
Open up your eyes. I'm trying to connect. Open up your
Never can it change if we don't commit to something new.
Open up your eyes.
I'm trying to connect with you.
Taryn's great. She's one of my best friends. She's the newest edition of Rub. Her voice is beautiful, so her backup vocals are like, I feel like really help take us to the next level.
Taryn, I've been friends with for years, who has been in the Seattle music scene for years with her own band, WisCon and Night Train. I love her singing voice and her personality.
She does like percussion stuff and vocals and also choreographed dances and stuff, so she's like, brings a lot to the table.
You always act like the world is ending. Even though it is, you can't be overcome by the overweighted opinions of those who are cashing in.
Raise your hands.
Hold your head up high, up to the sky, around the before you know just what you're asking for.
I think Hands Up is my favorite to play. Sometimes we can get people to clap along with us.
I almost feel like it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic, you know, kind of world. It's like the world is crumbling in a way, you know, our economy is crashing and just the state of the world today. And it's kind of about this imaginary guy who is just really neurotic and he's like, oh, the world's ending and things are horrible. And I'm like, hey, I get it, that's happening. But also, we have to stay positive and we have to be a part of the change if we want to create it.
Hands Up, on a spectrum of laid back to let's go. Hands Up is let's go. Also a time for me to shine on guitar with some nice 80s riffs and some solos there. So that's a fun one for me to play.
Head up high, up to the sky, around the moon. Won't be too soon before you know just what you're asking for.
I love music so much. I think about music every single day. It's not really a rational path to choose music as a career or even to spend a lot of time on because it's a lot of work. There's not going to always be a pot of gold at the end, but that's okay. We do it because we love to do it.
The camaraderie that comes with it as well with your bandmates, you know, you're all in it together. You all want to create something amazing together, go through the highs and lows together, and it's just like there's not a bond quite like it.
It's important, you know, I think in whatever creative outlet you have that you stay true to yourself and realize that if you feel touched by it, there's gonna be somebody else out there who is also touched by it.
Head up high, up to the sky, around the moon. Won't be too soon before you know just what you're asking for.
Thanks for watching. To find out more about our bands, go to bandinseattle.com. Special thanks to the Central Saloon.